Hi, and welcome to this ForNAV coffee break. My name is René Brummel. I'm a product specialist at ForNAV, and I will be your presenter today. As this coffee break is live, you can ask your questions via the GoToWebinar question window. We will answer them at the end of the coffee break. Today, we're going to explain the tenant layout conversion. In recent versions, Microsoft have created a new table structure for the custom report layouts. Custom report layouts are used a lot by ForNAV, so we have worked hard to create a seamless upgrade scenario. In this coffee break, we will explain this upgrade. The change is completely invisible. You won't need to do anything other than run the normal upgrade extension scripts. End users will never notice the difference. To demonstrate the tenant layout conversion, I'm going to use these steps. Prerequisites, what do I need to get going? In step 2, I will explain the new data structure. In step 3, I will upgrade ForNAV. In step 4, I will show the ForNAV layouts in the new tables. Let's start with the first step. Today, I will work on a Business Central on-premise server with the Business Central 2023 Wave 2 release. I have installed the universal code version of the ForNAV Customizable Report Pack, and I have executed the step-by-step wizard from the assisted setup to get started. Of course, the upgrade will work the same for a cloud environment. The only difference is that the upgrade runs automatically on cloud, while in on-premise you need to use PowerShell to install the upgrade. The first thing we will do is have a look at the problem. I've installed the 7.2.01 release of ForNAV in my Business Central installation. Let's have a look at where the custom layouts are stored. So move over to Business Central and have a look at my ForNAV standard reports, and you will notice I've got 2 reports with a custom layout. And today we will play with the customer list. And if I run this, you will see that all I've done is I've made the headers yellow. So nothing fancy there. But underwater, these custom layouts are not stored in any ForNAV tables. They're stored in standard Business Central tables, namely in the custom report layouts and the report layout selection. There we go. And if I look at this report layout selection, I will find my ForNAV report. You will see that this report uses a custom layout. And if I look at the custom layouts for this report, you will notice that in the custom report layouts table, page inspection shows that we are on the custom report layouts, that there is a single custom layout for my report. So that's where the reports, where the report layouts are stored at the moment. Now, where they are going to go is the report layouts table. And the report layouts table consists underwater of a couple of other tables, a tenant report layout and a tenant layout selection. But let's keep it simple. You will find that in this report layouts table, I've got the built-in layout. That's always there, but I have no custom layouts yet. And however, if I check for the normal standard Business Central reports, you will find that the custom layouts for the standard Business Central reports are already here, and I can switch between the ones that are activated and not. So this is where we are going to go, but where we are not yet. Now the conversion from the one to the other is completely automatic, and that's going to be the next step. I'm going to use a simple PowerShell script that is going to install and upgrade my ForNAV extensions. So the script simply publishes the new nav app, it syncs the nav app, and then it starts the nav app data upgrade. And the data upgrade is, of course, where all of the magic happens. Now I'm going to do this in PowerShell. The script is called upgrade.ps1, and all I need to do is run it. And this is going to run the installation and the upgrade of my ForNAV extensions. And this underwater is going to move my custom layouts from the old custom report layouts table to the new tenant layouts or report layouts tables. And this, of course, is going to take a while. and it's about as exciting as watching paint dry, but it is there. So let's move forward. So finally, now ForNAV has been upgraded. We want to have a look at where the custom layouts are now and what they look like. So back to Business Central. There we go. My extension has been upgraded. So I'll just quickly reload my user interface. First things first, let's have a look at my ForNAV reports list. And the report still works. I was hoping my report would still work. And it always does in the dry runs, but of course this is real. And now Murphy is joining us. But let's try this again. Report run. There we go. You will notice that the report still works and the custom layout looks exactly the same. I still got the orange header. And let's have a look at the report layout selection table, where the custom layouts used to be. And we will find, first of all, that when we open this table, you get the message that the ForNAV custom report layouts have been moved to the tenant report layouts table. You can open a tenant layouts table or don't show again. And of course, we are going to have a look there. But first, of course, we want to have a look and see what the report is doing right now. And at the moment, you can see that the report is using the customer list word. And if I find my custom layouts, you will notice that the custom layouts have been moved. So that's great. Now we will open the custom layouts table, search for my report. You will find that I've got my customer list has now two layouts. It's got the built-in layout and it's got the ForNAV custom layout. And the only thing that you can notice about this, that it has been upgraded, is that the upgraded layouts have a -CRL at the end, and that means that the layouts have been upgraded from a custom layout to a tenant layout. Of course, this works seamlessly. So if for this report I find my custom layouts and I create a new custom layout, which is going to be this one. I open my report layouts, filter this for my customer list. You'll find I've got 3 layouts for my customer list, and the one that has default checked is the one that is selected. So I can change my default layout here, and I can change anything else in here and go back to ForNAV, do a page refresh. You will notice that the default layout has been changed. So ForNAV has now been seamlessly switched to the new report layouts tables. It uses the new tables instead of the old ones, and users will never know a thing. Let's recap what we just did. The first thing we did was to have a look at the dataset. We noticed that the ForNAV custom layouts are still in the custom report layouts table, while the standard Business Central layouts are already in the new tenant layout table. At least they are in the new databases. In the old databases, the standard Business Central reports have not been moved yet. After upgrading to ForNAV, to the 7.3 release, we noticed that the custom report layouts had disappeared, and the ForNAV custom layouts are now in the report layout tables. We also found that the change is invisible for normal users, and we don't need to take any additional steps to upgrade. Please be aware that ForNAV reports cannot use a mix of old and new layouts. From ForNAV 7.3 and above, you can no longer use the custom report layouts table, even though it still exists in Business Central. If you're on Business Central Cloud, this conversion will happen automatically when you are upgraded to ForNAV 7.3 or above. No further action is needed. Thank you for listening to me so far. I can see we have no questions, so I will wrap up this coffee break. If you want to know more about ForNAV, or if you want to download the ForNAV Designer and Converter, please visit our website. If you want to install ForNAV in Business Central Cloud, please visit the Microsoft App Stores. You can watch more videos about ForNAV on our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions about ForNAV, please email them to support@fornav.com. For a full list of upcoming and recorded coffee breaks, please visit fornav.com/coffeebreak. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.